decided to get on about 30 minutes early. And what's wonderful is I see somebody is on here waiting, so that's great. If you are on here, leave a little comment. And I'd love to get the chat started. So this week we've been super busy, guys. I've got a collaboration that's coming out soon. And I have not started on the product they sent me. I'm super excited about the product. I can't wait to... Thank you. Thank you, Mike. I can't wait to work with the, like to do the collaboration. I think that it's going to be a really good product. So I'm hoping to do that this week. Here's the thing, guys. It has been like a whirlwind. It's like we had like just a couple days. We had more of a break when the hurricane hit and like there was no power than we do now. Like it's been so busy. It's been one thing after another. So I'm hoping to get that collaboration done. We've had Hitch hatch. That's what I was getting ready to say. We've had chicks hatch. And we've got something exciting in the incubator. I've been debating whether I want to tell you all what it is or not. For educational purposes, I want to tell you all what it is because some of you, especially Mike, know a little bit about raising this animal that's in the incubator. Way more than I do. I don't know anything about it. But then on the other hand, I want it to be a surprise because usually when we get a new animal, I always make a surprise video like, surprise, we got it. So there's 3 of you on here right now. Do you think I should tell you? Or do you think I should tell you what's in the incubator or do you think I should make it a surprise?
They probably won't know.
Because whoever watches back on this live and whoever is on the live right now will be the ones... He said, I can't wait. It's got to be more than Mike. Keep it a surprise, he said. Okay. He has spoken. Lakin said they probably want to know. We just have to wait a couple more weeks. We'll just have to wait a couple more weeks. So... Maybe I can wait. It's me. I think it's me. I think it's me that doesn't want, don't want to hold it in. I don't know nothing about football. You're talking to the wrong girl. Here's the thing. When it comes to sports, I don't know. I would soon rather watch a baseball game any day than have to watch... football or basketball. Tennis is kind of interesting, but baseball is it. She said, let Mike guess. What are my pronouns? Let me see. The question is, what is incubation time? If I tell you the incubation time, you'll know, Mike. Do you want me to? No. It'll totally get, as soon as I tell you the incubation time, it's going to give it away just like that. It's going to give it away. But I'm super excited though. I don't know. I've got a bunch of questions. Mike, if you want to know, maybe I can email you because I have some questions. If you honestly... Don't make me tell you. I'm going to keep it a surprise from everybody else, but Mike, I need to message you. Email you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've got a lot of it. I've got a lot of hair. Hello. How are you? Looks like a bunch of people are popping on. Right now, guys, we're talking about what's been going on the farm and what's to come. I've got a special secret surprise in the incubator that we're getting ready to hatch off. So that kind of gives us a little idea of what Maybe it's to come. It's something that is going to be hatched. Hello. It's something that is going to be hatched, but not you said 100% you can email me. He's going to be the one that finds out. JJ wants a shout out. I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking. But I'm excited about that, but also nervous because it's something I've never raised. It's kind of something that fell into my lap, and I'll explain it because I've already done the intro. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it so much. Let me see. Hold on. There's a message that's held for review. Never mind. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. But and for anybody else that pops on here, if you have not already subscribed, I appreciate it. I'm so sorry. I have been so busy that I've been in the back of my mind. I keep saying I need to get her rod and staff. I need to get her rod and staff video up. I told you I would. I have not forgot you. I promise I have not forgot you. I've just been so busy. Hopefully this week I can get it out to you. I'm not going to make any promises, but you're specifically wanting the English and the arithmetic, right? What I'll try to do, what is your questions about the English and the arithmetic? I remember you commenting on a video, but I can't remember exactly. I hope I get those hours by January as well, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm not going to. Unless something miraculous happens, I am about... Hi, Ark. How are you? I'm about at... I'm 1,900 and some, so it's went down. Yeah. I'm not... Well, my hours have went down. Okay. So you're just wanting to... Here's the thing with the English. I'll talk about it just a second here. Specifically with the English, I know that a lot of people have questions about the English, and we do the English primarily orally. If there's certain things that I really want to, like pound in, I really want her to understand, we might do some of like the writing prompts or something like that. But primarily, we sit down, I read the English lesson, and that's how we do it. Math is a little bit different. I don't really go with, I use Rod and Staff as more of a guide, and then I kind of do my own thing. And so I'll Lord's willing, hopefully very soon I can get you out a video, because I know you've been asking and you've been wanting it. And like I said, I have not forgot you. I promise I have not forgot you. It's finding the time to do it. So hopefully this week, what is today? We're on fall break. We're taking a break this week. And so I should be able to get it out for you. Like I said, I'm not going to make any promises, but within the next 2 weeks, this week and next week, look for it. And I will try to get it out to you as soon as possible. I'm so sorry. I know you've been wanting it, and I know it's like the middle of the school year, and I've felt really bad because I keep telling myself I need to get it out for you, and I just haven't. But yeah, yeah, Rod and Staff is something you can't really find anything on. And it kind of fell in my lap, like Rod and Staff kind of just like, I was looking for a curriculum. I had been making my curriculums up until second grade. I had been doing it myself. I'd been, just using different books and then coming up with, my own curriculum based on what her needs were. And we had went to a Amish grocery store, and in the Amish grocery store, they had free samples and then a catalog for ordering Rod and Staff. And that's how I found Rod and Staff. So, But I really enjoy it. I really like it. If anybody else on here is interested in curriculum, I do have curriculum videos on Rod and Staff, and I really like it. But yeah, it is hard to find information on Rod and Staff. Back to you, Mike, though. My hours have went down, mostly because I haven't been putting videos out. I went from last year, me trying to meet my hours that I was doing like a video every single day. I was putting out like 5 to 7 videos a week. And when I missed doing a video, I could see like the drastic drop. And then when I hit my 360 and I just didn't meet my, my first 360, I just didn't meet my hours. I had my subscribers. I got very defeated feeling. And I actually didn't put any videos out for like a week or two. And I don't know, it depressed me. And so when I started back, I was like, you know what? I put so much effort into it. I almost did it out of meanness. I was like, I put so much effort into it, and you know, YouTube is just not appreciating it. And I'm not going to push myself as hard as I did before. And so I just said I was going to put out 2 videos a week. And then I got to where I was putting out 1 video a week, and that was with shorts. So I would do like 2 videos a week, and then those days that I didn't do full videos, I would do like 3 shorts in a day, or do 3 or at least do 1 or 2 shorts those days that I wasn't posting videos. But I hardly ever post any shorts now, and doing 2 videos has quickly dwindled down to like 1 to 2 shorts, and a 1 to 2 shorts and a video maybe once a week. But it is what it is. YouTube Masterclass, if you get 3 hours today, and last year today's date you had 2 hours, your hours go up by 1. If you had 3 hours today, and last year today you had 6 hours, your hours go down by 3. Let me reread that. If you get 3 hours today, and last year's today, so today's date last year, you had 2 hours, your hours go up by 1. Yeah, I know what you're saying now. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I was hoping within my first year, though, my goal in my first year was to, you know, become monetized. And I had seen people do it, and, you know, like the old saying goes, just because everybody else is doing it don't mean you should, or don't mean you can. I'm sorry, the screen. Yes, I just licked my finger. But I really, I disappointed myself. I was very disappointed in myself, especially because I know that there was people like really going out of their way to help me. And you know, it was just one of those things. And then on top of that, people like around me, a lot of people that I talked to were very not encouraging. There was people that were encouraging and helpful, and then there was other people that were like telling me I couldn't do it, and that I just needed to stop, and that I wasn't very good at it. And that, you know, that's a hit to the ego. And so, and it hurt my feelings a lot. And it was people whose opinions mattered to me. And so when I had worked so hard, guys, I worked my hind end off. I really did. I worked so much that I was neglecting other things to try to make this work. And it wasn't like it wasn't like I was neglecting super important things, but I was neglecting other things. Like I was putting other things aside so that I could do this. And anybody that's done this and like worked really, 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 really hard, like it is a full-time job, whether you're getting paid or not. If you're watching somebody now, if you are a subscriber to a YouTube channel and you're watching somebody, now, and you see that they're putting even 3 videos out in a week, they're working their butts off to do it, especially if they're putting 3 videos out a week and doing lives and doing shorts. It's a lot of work. And like I said, in the beginning, I was putting out like 7 videos in a week, anywhere between 5 and 7 videos in a week. I was putting 3 shorts out every single day, anywhere between 1 to 3 shorts out every single day. And that is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And I don't say that to complain. I'm just saying that I did all of that. And so if you see somebody doing that, like their videos, comment on their videos, subscribe to their channel, because they're working their hind ends off. And if you're having to put that much effort into stuff, it's hurtful when it doesn't work out. And it's also other things are being neglected within their life. So if somebody else is doing, like Mike, let's say Mike is putting 7 videos out a week, he's doing lives throughout the week, and he's doing 2 to 3 shorts every single day, he's neglecting something in his life, and it's just that you can't, the hard thing about YouTubing, especially if you're doing it like Mike and myself are doing it, we're farming, and it's farm content, and so we're showing what our daily lives are. That means that everything we're doing, or most of what we're doing, is being shown on the screen, and you're seeing what we're doing within a day. And if you're seeing what we're doing within a day, you're also seeing our kids run around in the background. A lot of people, like myself, I'm not sure if Mike has a job outside of his, like his farmstead, and being at home, but I'm a stay-at-home parent. Andy is a mostly stay-at-home parent. He works outside of the home a few times a month. And so to supplement our income that we get from our farm. But I'm having to be a mother as I'm YouTubing. I'm having to be a wife as I'm YouTubing. I'm having to clean my house as I'm YouTubing. I'm having to take care of my animals as I'm YouTubing. And so, it can be hard. It's just a lot of hard work compared to just to working off of the homestead, or working off of the farm, or working outside of the home and going and working your 9 to 5. It's a lot easier to get that work done in that 9 to 5 than getting that work done when you're home with your children constantly. When you're still having all the other things, all the other responsibilities to do. And I'm not saying this to complain. I'm saying this so that you all can appreciate other YouTubers, so you can understand kind of, how much effort and how much work it takes, because in these 30-second clips you're watching on YouTube, on these 30-second shorts that you're watching, I don't think people understand the gravity of how much time it takes to get that 30-second short. Or how much time. It doesn't take 30 seconds to film it. I can guarantee that. You're going to be doing a lot of times multiple different shots, multiple different footage. You're going to have to upload or edit. You're going to have to do a title for it. You're going to have to try to make sure that it gets out to the right people. You're going to have to try to find a rhythm and things and words to ways to word words so that you can make it into the algorithm. It's difficult, and I don't think people understand it. And people that are YouTubing like myself, I'm putting it on myself. Like I'm doing it on myself, for myself. I'm doing it for myself first and foremost. I'm doing it for me. If you're doing it for like somebody beside you, it's probably not going to last very long. I I'm doing it for me. This is for me. This is for me to have an income. This is for me to have something, that is mine, that belongs to me. This is for me to, for me to create a community and friends and family outside of the home. I've been a stay-at-home mother for going on 10 years. I've worked out of the home for like 9 months when my daughter was 2 years old, or maybe it was 10 months when my daughter was 2 years old. But besides that, I've been in the home, and I've been a stay-at-home mother. And so it's nice to have this, to have something that is mine, to have something that belongs to me, to have something that I can do, to have something that is more than just, being a homeschool mom, being a stay-at-home wife, being a stay-at-home mother, being a farmer. It's something else that I can do, that I can show people outside of my world what we do on a daily basis, but it's also something that I just enjoy doing. But all that being said, what got started on this conversation is that I didn't meet my goal. I didn't meet my goal within a year to be monetized. And so when there was people around me that were being very rude about it and hurtful, honestly, people really said hurtful things. They really said hurtful things. And one person said it multiple times. Like, they were very adamant that I wasn't going to make anything of this, that I wasn't going to be very good at it, and that I probably should just quit because other people were doing it. And they said this on multiple occasions, so much so that I no longer bring up even YouTube around them, because what they say is very hurtful when it comes to this. And so where I didn't meet my goal, and then there was people outside that were, knocking me down while I was trying to, talk out how I felt about it and trying to get a little encouragement, honestly. And so because of that, I took like a hard, step back. And I realized, I was putting a lot of effort into this. And although I really want to be monetized, I want to do it in a smart way so that I don't get so discouraged when I don't meet my goals. So it'll be wonderful if I meet my hours. That'll be fantastic. I really want to meet my hours. I really want to be monetized, but I don't want to put so much effort in it that when I don't meet it within a time that a magical number that I've set for myself, that I'm not gonna allow myself to be vulnerable in a way that I'll hurt myself in the process. And where I don't have people close by to me that kind of understand this, or, understand. Everybody has advice, but, opinions are like, everybody's got one. And some people can be hurtful when they, say it. So I'm not going to put myself in a position to be vulnerable enough that I tell other people, this is what's going on, because people are hateful about it. So I'm just going to be optimistic. Let me see. He said, I work off the farm part-time here and there. You're 100%. It's tough. It's a job, and finding balance in it for real life. Yeah, it is. Your daughter will appreciate seeing memories of her childhood since she shares and enjoying her animals. Yeah, she will. And that's a really fun part about this is that I get to see how she's grown up since we started this journey just last year. How her voice has changed, how her little features have changed. And so that keeps me pushing forward and making me want to do this, to see, how our family has grown. Like I said, nobody wants to, I don't know anybody wants to do this for free. Especially if you put a lot of time and effort in it. there nobody's gonna climb the rainbow, and not want something at the end of it. But I'm willing to put in the work. I'm willing to do it. And so I think that's what makes the difference. How do I envision my future in 10 years? In 10 years, I would like to... In 10 years, I would like us to have built our dream home. I would like to live on acreage, 10 to 15 acres. I would like to have dairy goats. And as far as YouTube goes, I would like to, within 10 years, I'd really love to be monetized. I'd really love to make this a career. I think if in 10 years, if I can continue to do this, that I will be able to help and encourage people to, think about their lives in a different way. Think about more simple living. I know that we're, like a farmstead or a homestead or whatever you want to call it. I guess technically we're a farmstead because we do produce and sell from our farm, not only for our purpose, but we sell for other purposes, allowing people to have breeding stock and of multiple different types of animals. No, it doesn't. Mike could probably touch on this better than I can if he's still here. Mike, are you still on here? He has dairy goats. I grew up, when I was younger, well, I shouldn't say I grew up, but when I was younger, my uncle and aunt had a dairy goat farm. And I drank goat's milk then when I was a child. It's been a few years since I've had goat's milk, but from what I remember and from having recent discussions with people, goat's milk is more rich. Would you agree with me there, Mike? That it's more rich tasting than cow's milk. It's stronger tasting. I think that it takes a little bit more of an adjustment to adjust like your taste to goat's milk than it does cow's milk because it's more rich than cow's milk. Can you kind of attest to what your comparison is between cows and goat's milk? He said our Nigerian dwarf goats taste very similar, but not better than cow's milk. They are superior, if not better. I'm sorry. They are superior. Hold on. My eyes are hurting. They're superior milk of all goats. Yeah, they are high butter fat content. We drink our milk raw, so it's very similar. Okay. Well, there you go. That's what I was trying to think of, is their butter fat content is stronger. It's higher, I guess I should say. I think that, like he said, he was talking about the Nigerian dwarfs. I think it differs between breed of goat, but I have not personally had a dairy goat. We have had meat goats. That's what we raised. That's what I have personally raised. And like I said, I've had goat dairy, down through the years, but I have not. It's been so long that I can't even remember what it tastes like. The pasteurization process can create a goaty taste. Also, if goats eat a lot of browse and low quality hay, it can make it more goaty. That makes sense. I know Nubians and Lamaches can also have a goaty flavor. That's what Mike says. And I would probably take his Word is the gospel because it's been so long that I can't remember, and he drinks goat milk every day. He milks them. He drinks goat milk every day. People compare it to deer. That's what they compare it to. Yeah, I would put money on that. You know what you're talking about way over what I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they compare goat meat to deer. They're in the same family. And so similar tasting. Do you need something, honey?
No.
Okay, I thought she needed something. I in the future I would really like to have dairy goats, and that is if we can get more acreage, if we can buy more land, that is my goal. Another goal of mine would be to have to raise our own pork. That is something that has been talked about for years now. We have literally talked about it for years and years and years. And I feel like if we would just like get down to business and get our infrastructure up, we would done have pork. We would have done raised it. But we have not. He is, I don't know where he's at. My husband's back there in the bed. I would guess that he's back there. Hey.
Yeah.
Where's Bubba at?
Ollie?
Uh-huh.
He's under your table.
Oh, he's under the table. Hi, bud. He's just being quiet.
Daddy's in it now.
We have the puppy here, though. We have Tilly here, and he's not a fan of her, and so he spends his time hiding from her most of the time. She's so big now. But our temperatures have dropped. We're getting our first frost tonight, or we're supposed to get our first frost tonight, and all this week, the lows this week is going to be in the 30s. I think the highest is like 38 this week. And so every night this week it's going to be in the 30s, and so we brought her home. That way she's been out on the farm. But that way she can, there she is. There's Sugar.
She's a big chungus now.
Here, let me see if I can.
Watch it. She's getting so big.
Oh, here she is. Oh, there she is.
And then here's the small one.
So he's hiding from her.
Yeah.
And as soon as Lakin brought her in, he started heading out. She's a big girl and she likes to play, but he's not into that.
Yeah.
There she is. There's Miss Tilly. She's getting so big.
She'll try to play with him, but she won't like be rough. She'll just hit him like with her paws.
She's used to playing with big dogs. And he's so little. But
they're paw ones.
all right, was she in bed?
She was staring at me.
Oh. All right, well here she goes.
The big girl.
She was probably asleep.
No, she's been awake. I've been sitting with her.
Oh.
The little crocodile.
She's all about bedtime. A certain time, once the sun starts going down, she's ready for bed. She's not trying to have any conversations. But there she is. That's why you don't hear nothing out of Ollie. He's trying not to draw attention to himself. But we brought her in because because it's cold. It's going to be cold this week. And she's still, how old is she? I'm trying to think.
It's really cold out. We had to turn the heat on.
Yeah, we had to turn the heat on in the house. Okay, get some Nigerian dwarf goats. Space requirement, of course, more is better, but they are awesome little grass puppies. I've never heard anybody call them grass puppies. Yeah,
She found him.
Yeah, she has. You broke her lay down. You broke her lay down. She's trying to play with him under the table. I've never heard anybody call goats grass puppies. If I was to raise goats again, like I said, it would be, I'd want more area for them. We raise the meat goats fine on what property and land that we had. We just had to supplement with a lot of grain and hay. We had to feed grain and hay every day. And they would have grass. Of course, in the wintertime, there wouldn't be any grass. And so I don't really like that. And because of, because we had to keep them in one area, we had a lot of issues with parasites. And so it's just, I love calling them grass puppies. And so it was rough. On top of the fact that the specific breed that I got was the Boer goats, and they're just not my favorite. I wouldn't recommend a Boer goat to anybody. I wouldn't recommend a Boer goat to my worst enemy. I would never, no. I would never get a Boer goat ever again. Probably wouldn't even get one that even had a little bit of Boer goat in it. I do not want a Boer goat. I do not like them. I do not like them as a whole for their breed. I feel like there's been a lot of things that they've let slide within the breed. And they are not parasite resistant. They are not hardy. They have horrible hoofs. I've got a video on this. If you actually want to know the reasons why I do not like Boer goats, I have a video. It's actually my #1 video. It's a video that is the highest. I think it's between that one and our bulk chicken feed video. Our bulk chicken feed video was the very first video I ever made, and it's got the highest amount of views than any video that I ever did. I made it on my birthday. I don't think I said it in the video, but I made it on my birthday. And it has the highest amount of views than any video that I have next to the Boer goat video. And I think it is why not to buy Boer goats. I hate Boer goats. I hate them. I hate the breed. I hate them. And I wouldn't recommend them to anybody. And we had issues with infertility. We had issues with parasites. We had issues with feet. We had issues with miscarriages. You name it, we had it. We had polio. We had coccidiosis. We had... like I said, issues with them being able to maintain a pregnancy. We never had issues with them not feeding their babies. Although we did come up on a female that the baby should have been perfectly fine. And we weren't there when she gave birth. And the baby was dead. And we wondered if she had crushed it. Or if the other ones in the pen had crushed it. So we're not 100% about why it passed away. It seemed perfectly fine. So I would not recommend them to absolutely anybody. I've looked into Nigerian dwarfs. Honestly, what is your opinion on the difference between Nigerian dwarfs and Nubians? Because Nubian has really been what I've been drawn to. That's what my uncle always had growing up. So what was your determining factor to cause you all to buy Nigerian dwarfs? And did you do a comparison between the Nigerian dwarfs and the Nubians? I am used to like handling larger goats. But I like larger goats, I guess is my thing. And so, that would be, well, the main reasons why I like the Nubians is they're larger, and that was kind of what like I said, I grew up knowing. I don't know if I would have a large herd of them, but maybe like, a buck and then like 5 does would probably be what my maximum would be. But anywho, that's going to be years down the road, hopefully, when we are able to purchase more land. But I don't know if Mike's on here anymore.
I've always wanted fainting goats. I've seen the videos. I'm like, fainting goats. I need that.
She wants some of those fainers.
My dad's super hard to scare, and I snuck up on him and finally scared him.
You did, didn't you?
I had a rabbit. I fell in love with
You want mini Nubians. So you like the Nubians then? So what's the like? Is the mini just because they're easier to handle? Is that why you chose the minis?
I love anything that says mini because they're cuter.
Yeah, but yeah.
If they're smaller,
I'll
they're
agree with you
cuter.
there. They are cuter when they're small.
Like I found my dog and I picked her out of the litter and we named her Honey Bun. And I like the rest of them I don't even hold. It's just her. I hold her every day and we have like a little wooden box she stays in. And she loves that.
You better go check and make sure that she's not going potty in the floor because I hear her walking back and forth.
No,
That's her down there. So that's Ollie. I don't even know where these dogs are at. One after another. That was Ollie down there.
no, it's Tilly.
It's 5th gen from crossing Nigerian Dwarf and Nubian. More milk production, better teats, then the better quality, better fat for that's the thing too. Is I have heard nothing but like horrible things about the dwarf teats, and I have carpal tunnel, and I also have what is it called? I can't think, but my hands, the muscles in my hands and stuff are very weak. Have very weak,
What do you want, Ollie?
very weak muscles. And like I said, I have carpal tunnel on top of having just like my hands are just weak. I have two conditions which cause my hands to be very weak, and so having little tiny teats, like little teats, having to pull on them. That's a no bueno for me. I need something that's going to be... I'll probably have to use a milker. We'll probably have to break down and just buy a milker. Because, honestly, I would love to be able to... Look at me, like, doing this. Like, you milk them with your thumbs. I would love to be able to milk. I was doing this.
I was like,
Like, the thumbs are going to be what does it.
yeah, I don't know how
I would love to do that. Even me just doing that hurts my finger through here. But I have really weak hands. And so if we did, we'd probably have to just buy a milk machine in order for me to do that. Well, guys, I think I'm just going to pop off here. We started early. I started early just because I was feeling rough. I've had a headache, and my headache's coming back. So, I hope that everybody is doing well. I appreciate everybody popping in and hanging out. I always love talking to you all. For the people that are interested in the curriculum content, I'm going to try to get that out. I'm going to try to get it out. Thanks so much, Mike. Okay, I will show you. The chicks are in the cage. The day that the fourth day I was editing, or the day I finished the cage was the day the chicks were hatching. And so they are in the cage, and so I can show you how it worked out. After I finished the cage, though, I took some of the wire that wasn't so bad or so rusted, and I put it on the parts that just on the bottom about this much of where I put the chicken wire, just so chicks wouldn't get out. And so I did a little bit of readjusting with it, but overall it's the same, and so I do have the chicks in there. So I'll have to show you. Good night. Thanks so much, Frank. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you all for hanging with me. Thank you all for the support. Also, For those of you, I want to keep it going. I told you all that I was going to keep bringing it up. For those of you that are interested in sending or volunteering or sending money or resources or anything to the victims of Hurricane Helene, I have got links to help our Appalachian mountains. I've got to help our Appalachian people. I've got links in my community tab. I've got multiple links. So check out those links if you're interested. I appreciate it. I know they appreciate it. So anyways, I'm going to keep bringing that up because I don't want these people forgotten. So if you want to help, if you feel like you can help, if you need to help, if you don't have trusted links or people that you can trust, I have posted links. I also did a video. I did a video on, I can't remember what I titled it, but it says something about the hurricane, maybe victim, how to help or whatever. But I've got a video. It was a live, and I talk about the links in it. Also in the description, it's got those links listed. So if you are interested in that, please check that out because I appreciate it so much. Thank you all. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you for supporting me, and hopefully we can see you on the next one, guys. Bye bye.
Bye, love y'all.
See you later.
See you later, alligators.